This is guideustv. Some people thought I meant Guide Us TV. Maybe I did, I'm not sure about that. But the idea behind it was about 5 years ago, we put it on the internet. And when we did, we realized that there was a big need for it. And we tried to get some of the other companies, the television groups, like Peace TV and Hooded TV, to come and join us with it. They wanted to, but the problem is to set something up over here, it's just not really conducive to the way that they're operating. So bottom line, it fell to us to come up with a way to make it work. And after about 3 years of campaigning and going out and doing our own windy city, Allah blessed us and we were able to get started with this. One of the things about this project is quite interesting when you come to the subject of how it's funded, because ordinarily you would expect a television channel is going to have a fee associated with it. If you want to sign up for it, you will have to pay so much per month, and most people know what I'm talking about. But we said we wanted to be free to air. We didn't want people to be paying for it, because then if that was the case, the non-Muslim would never watch it, because they'd say, well, I'm not going to give you $15 a month to watch a TV channel, but I'll give you that to get out of town, you know. So we said this has to be really for Islam, for Allah, so let's don't do that. Well, the only other alternative is to take commercials, and a commercial venture like that, then you got to have salespeople, a development group that'll go out and make these commercials. Then you wind up in another problem, and that is that if anybody wants to advertise on your channel that has something that's not necessarily permitted in Islam, something that's not halal, what would you do? Well, you'd be in a very compromised position. If, for instance, somebody's selling some kind of food that's not approved by a halal committee, but they're telling you, hey, we don't want these guys to come on the channel and be talking about that because we're paying you a lot of money. So you say, okay, we don't want this scholar or this imam anymore, because if we put him on there, then he's going to talk about the products of our advertisers, and if that happens, we lose the advertiser. And there could be other areas too, like in finance. There's a lot of finance companies out there, not necessarily halal. There is a problem with certain kinds of clothing that Muslims maybe shouldn't be wearing. The various things that would happen if you get into the commercial aspect of it. So we said, okay, the other reason we wanted to be commercial free is so that if somebody should just click onto our channel by accident, that they would stay and watch to find out what it was about. Well, they're not going to do that in the middle of a homemade commercial or some little small thing that we'd come up with. So we said, no, that's not an option. We cannot put commercials, and we can't charge people. If it's truly a channel to call people to the truth about Islam, to the non-Muslim who really wants to know, how are they going to find out? So we said, all right, here's what we'll do. We'll talk to the Muslims here in America, because it's for us. This is here in Canada, United States, all over. We've got probably 10 or 11 million Muslims, a lot, that if each of them would take the responsibility just to come up with a little bit, maybe even just a dollar or two a day, that would be enough that we could put out a really good program and a series that when people watch it, that would be interesting, it'd be beneficial, be entertaining, and maybe not to be competing with on a level of CNN or Fox Network, but certainly something to hold our own when it comes to having a channel, let's say at least better than YouTube. And that's what we did. We came up with it, we ran it, it was on the air, on the internet. It's still on the internet. We have 2 channels that run now, one on the internet and another one that's rebroadcast on the internet from our satellites. On the 1st of January, we started broadcasting live on our channel, and it's been going ever since, 24 hours a day, all over the United States and Canada. This is not a partial channel, it's a full channel, and it is there 24 hours a day.